Start to a PvP tournament I've ever seen in my life. They seem to be all over the place. I mean, the missiles are going into that curse like no one's business, and it's just shrugging them off. I mean, I fly Force Recon myself, and they're pretty much made out of paper unless you've got uber skills. I mean, he must have some seriously nice toys on that. I mean, the armor rep he must have on that is like
just
real,
fantastic.
Yeah. Hang on a minute, I'll just mortgage a space station.
And Amthranius is really taking a beating from those. Well, the drones have actually been pulled off that crow. He's quite far off from the rest of the fight. I'm really surprised that none of these guys have taken on the frigates first and removed them. Kyver's still taking a beating. Nobody from the 5 has taken any real damage whatsoever, other than the crow, of course, who's a little bit down, but nothing that...
Yeah, the Ishka's actually starting to take some damage now on its shields. It's going to be obviously it's been nice to see how well he can actually rep on that. We can't actually see anything specific. Oh, hang on a second. Kyver's actually going down nastily. He's lost about 2.
Kyver's is into half structure.
Yes,
we have our first kill.
I was going to say Kyver is going down. They went for him fairly early on, and
he's coming.
He lasted a long time in that ship, though.
Phobos 99 in the flycatcher. Armor is gone. He's into structure. Kyver's is down. We have our first kill of the match. It looks like our second one's going to be Phobos from the 5. He's still holding quite nicely. His tank's holding on.
We were actually quite interested to see, because of the fact we've actually got 5 ships from frigate up to a battleship, to see what they were actually going to field on this. The standardized on the last one was basically a hack for the cruiser level, and they basically brought out Force Recons. Very surprising.
I can't see what's going on here in terms of remote repping. If anything of the sort's going on, we really need to get up close.
Okay, Flycatcher, blimey, he's really doing some good shield repping on that, isn't he?
He's right back up.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not entirely sure if he's got anyone remote repping him at all.
Yeah.
Termi's shields in the Navy Mega are now depleted, but I'm sure his armor's going to be holding up quite nicely here.
Yeah, we seem to be having a slight problem with our client this end, where it keeps locking up, so we are very, very sorry that we can't give you huge amounts of information. Is there any chance we can actually just get a little bit closer in on this primary one here, so people can see what's happening? Because it looks like we're going to have to use this one for the time. You'll have to bear with us, ladies and gentlemen, we do apologise. Okie dokie, we're in on the Raven now. That's owned by, is that Tiger Tex?
That's correct.
Yes.
Eldari Navy Raven.
Yeah, a Navy Raven, and obviously we've seen this matchup where a Navy Raven's gone up against a Megathron, and it's been very, very one-sided. This is taking a lot longer than was anticipated, so we've got some very, very highly skilled pilots here. But do you feel the same, that it just seems to be like that they're not concentrating on anything specific? It seems a bit of a disarray.
Most definitely.
We've got huge amounts of logistics drones flying around here.
Yeah,
it's like...
I didn't actually notice that before, but yes, there are several light maintenance drones circling around Vince Draken and the Curse. And we have our second kill, Phobos 99.
In the Flycatcher.
In the Flycatcher.
Yes.
We now have 4 aside. The only battleship really taking damage here is Termi in the Navy Mega, and he's still holding, his tank is still holding quite nicely.
And Tiger Tex is basically not even being touched. If he's got an itch, they're not scratching it.
Definitely not.
Vince Draken is starting to take shield damage in his Curse.
As it sits right now, nobody really has the upper hand in this case.
No.
We're at 4 aside. Tanks are holding. It's really nice to see these maintenance drones used in such a manner. It was something that I really wasn't expecting.
We did see that quite well in the last tournament. I mean, I remember one team fielded a Manticore, which is a very heavy-hitting ship for the size of it, but unfortunately it's made out of cardboard. But it had 5 maintenance drones on it, and you could pretty much hit it all day, and it would take whatever. At this moment in time, the 5 do actually have a stronger hand, because they've still got their Force Recon, whereas the other guys lost their Force Recon. So it could be that you've actually got a little bit more harder hitting power for the 5 here. The Megathron is still taking armor damage, but he seems to be taking it reasonably well. It's just a matter of how long he can hold off. Especially bearing in mind that the 5 have probably got a Curse sucking the living daylights out of it, which we can see that it has.
Well, yes, of course. And we also have Termi in his Mega. He's now hitting down closer to half armor, nossing Vince Draken quite hard here, but I really don't think that's going to make all the difference. The amount of drones that have been placed on Vince it's really, I mean, he's not taking any kind of damage whatsoever. And we are just moving under half armor on the Navy Mega now.
Okay, I mean, looking at Dusk Till Dawn, if I was to sort of like talk about a tactic, I would try and get that interdictor in there to try and start to rip the living crap out of some of these drones, because it would really change the playing field completely. Wouldn't you agree?
And the Ishkar's tolling back.
Yeah. I mean, the little ships should really be getting in there and doing the business on the drones. I mean, again, going back to previous times, we've seen the tables were turned when the maintenance drones were taken out because
Termi is now into structure.
Yeah, his
going
cap's
down
gone.
quick.
Yeah, his cap's gone.
I don't know how Dusk and Dawn are going to be able to pull this off.
No. Especially
He's
when
into half structure now.
Especially when 5 have actually got the Navy Raven sat there quite happily.
And that's a fantastic job they're doing
Yeah.
using those maintenance drones.
Vince Draken is taking some shield damage, but he seems to be pulling it back.
He's definitely getting hit the hardest.
But having said that, though, he is sucking a rather large amounts of energy off. If you're not familiar with Force Recon,
the Navy Mega's gone.
Oh, nice.
We're down to 4 on 3. We have a Kaldari Navy Raven on the 5. We have a Kaldari Navy Raven. We have a Claymore, and we have a Curse and a Crow.
Right, yeah.
For Dusk and Dawn, here we go.
We've got a Damnation, which is
The Damnation's now being targeted heavily.
That's a command ship, isn't it? The new
correct.
Tech 2 battle cruiser. Again, they can really do some business when you work with them in a team because of the bonuses you get. Properly set up, they can make a team double strength. It's very interesting to see that they obviously I was not surprised that they've been fielded at all. A fantastic ship, but of course, what are they going to hit?
These crews are just going to eat him up.
Yeah, that Curse is going to be suck it, inside out, and they're just pummeling down. The Raven is just unloading everything it's got at it. He's using cruise missiles. You can tell by the speed. Torps just don't run like that.
Definitely not.
And plus the fact it's not uncommon for a Raven to actually pack cruise missiles because obviously if you're using Torps, they just can't hit the smaller ships. When you got to the level of these guys, you're talking Tech 2 cruise, precision. They can shoot the wings off a shuttle at 200k. You know what I'm saying? You don't mess around with these guys.
And Naruto Hunter, he's almost entering into structure here, just under 1/4 armor. We're going to be down to, in just a short little bit, down to a Flycatcher and an Ishkar. Still got 4 left on the 5. We've still got the CNR. We got the Claymore. We have the Curse and the Crow. And that is it.
Yeah. The command ship is gone.
The Damnation.
Yes. Real damnation for him.
Yes.
Damnation for him rather than him dealing damnation.
We're down to 4 and 2 now. Looking pretty bleak for Dusk and Dawn. They've got their 2 smaller ships left over. I think it's going to go pretty quick from here.
Reminds me of one of those old cowboy films where you got the 3 guys stood in the middle of the plains when they got nothing around them, and like 4 million Indians come and circle them.
That's exactly what this is.
It's just a matter of time now.
There we go.
There we go. And
Flycatcher for Dusk and Dawn.
And it's just an Ishka sitting there.
It's only a matter of time.
Would you run?
I don't know in this case.
No, I mean it was interesting that the way that it started off. It really did seem like it was almost a stalemate, but obviously tactics run out. They broke, the interesting part. They took out the Force Recon, which was an interesting move for them to actually go for the Force Recon first, especially when you were looking at a command ship.
And that's the end of the match.
Yeah, the 5.
The 5 only losing
1 ship
on Flycatcher.
Yeah, not an overly expensive ship either. So congratulations to the 5.